Okay, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote.
At the time, not a soul in sleeping Holcomb heard them, 4 shotgun blasts that, all told, ended 6 human lives.
This true novel took place in Holcomb, Kansas with the Clutter family.
Which was a family of 6, but only 4 of them lived at home because
the two eldest children had left the house.
So it's a story about the murder of the Clutter family, and the murder is done by Perry Smith and Richard Hickok, also known as Dick Hickok. And the whole story is telling about Alvin Dewey, the detective, trying to find the murders and trying to find who killed the Clutter family.
And trying to find out why.
We find, the story goes between the Clutter family and the criminals, and, we learn about what the criminals are doing. We learn why they killed him, which is because
they thought they were going to get a lot of money, but it ended up that the Clutters didn't really have that much money.
Also, the murder happens fairly early in the book, so throughout the book you know that the people are dead, or the people are already dead, but they're trying to find out why.
And in the end of the book, the person who told Dick about the Clutter family, he finds out that the Clutter family is murdered, so he thinks that Dick and Perry did it. So he goes and he tells officials, and they find Dick and Perry, and they get put on trial.
That he probably changed a lot of the facts and details to make it more like a better book. And he interviewed a couple of people who lived around there and actually were in it, and they said a lot of the things weren't actually like that at all.
Dick and Perry.
They seem alike on the outside, but really they're not alike at all.
Yeah, and the author seems like make them they're good people.
Harry really changes as the reader sees him anyway. We learn a lot more about him, and it's kind of interesting how at the beginning of the book when the Clutters died, I wanted them to desperately find the killers and have them killed. But now that we know more about them, I kind of don't know if I want them to just go to jail or die.
That's a good part about the book, is that you know it's coming, just don't know when.
I guess when we're reading this, we can kind of question if this stuff is true, because it's not like you wrote it down or videotaped it.
Yeah.
Because it was all from memory, so you could have gotten events mixed up. And
that he probably changed a lot of the facts and details to make it more like a better book. And he interviewed a couple of people who lived around there and actually were in it, and they said a lot of the things weren't actually like that at all.